caught Mike off guard a little bit there.
Yeah, I was blowing my nose.
Are you coming down with the flu? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
God loves me so much.
Oh, it happens. It's that time of year. But
and it's really bad around here. So.
Everybody's hurting. Everybody's hurting.
Yeah.
So, hey, maybe you're listening to us or watching us on a sick day, to which we say drink fluids.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So this is Ed.
This is Mike.
And this is still Carl.
Yes. Now, if you refer to yesterday's show, still Carl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just still Carl for the past 31 years. I mean, it just always has been, always will be. Except for that time when my grandmother used to call me Bobby. So.
That's weird.
Long story.
Yeah. Let's say we need to get into this one.
Yeah, this isn't that show.
Yeah. On another show, but we need to talk about it.
And then there's a whole segment of my family that calls me Carl Robert. So.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that when you're in trouble?
No, they just call me that because my grandfather's name was Carl. So if you had two Carls running around, it'd get confusing. So they just called me Carl Robert. So.
Okay. Yeah, I wish my family had that system set up because my dad is Bob, so they called him Bobby, and then he had a son, and they called him Bobby. So that's two Bobbies in a row. And when I came along, naturally, they called me Bobby. Bobby, get off of there. Don't play with that. You know, yeah.
George Foreman, get off there.
You're just like Bob clones just popping out of my mom.
Start calling them all
Weird.
George Foreman.
We're all George. Totally. Cool. Well, welcome back to horrible Star Wars spin-offs.
Hurts so good.
Yeah,
Hurts so good. If you missed the first show, you can definitely check the links and go back and check those out. If you like what you hear, if you hate what you hear, let us know. We've got links up on vorradio.com, and I'm going to make Carl work. I'm going to put a link right over my shoulder right here, right now. Look, click it. God damn it. But you can connect to us on Facebook and Twitter, all that stuff. It's all at vorradio.com. So we'd love to hear from you. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since you started off last episode, Carl, why don't you kick it off today?
All right. This idea is actually a video game. Because TV and movies are great, but, Disney made a big deal that they sold off their licensing to EA for their big budget titles for the consoles and PC and everything. So my idea was Sim Cartel, where you are actually a young Hutt trying to build your own criminal empire. Is it going to be slaves, spices? Are you going to try to be legitimate, quote unquote? All the choices are yours. So hire a bounty hunter. Do you want to be lenient? Do you have a smuggler that drops his load at the site of an Imperial shuttle, let alone a Star Destroyer? You hire a bounty hunter. You kill him. You set an example. Everyone, their efficiency goes up higher because you've set the example. People don't want to let you down. So, are you going to cooperate with the Empire? Are you going to be defiant? Are you going to stick to the Outer Rim? Are you going to go to Coruscant? The choices are yours.
That actually sounds kind of cool.
You know what? It's not even a bad idea.
No.
It's supposed to be terrible spin-offs, but the more I get into this idea, I'm like, no, this is a really good idea.
You failed because it was cool.
Yeah,
it was actually it was so good.
It's a game I would actually play. And then
We're going to talk after the show, Carl. That's
God, I fucking
really
fail
fucked
it.
up.
How do I fail at failing? God. Jesus.
That's great.
Yeah. It's just something I jotted down. I was like, well, that's terrible. And I'm like, actually, no, that's really a cool idea.
Yeah, because it came from an originality place rather than a derivative.
Yeah.
It's obvious that Angry Birds is doing well. Let's slap robes on them.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Which
Oh
actually,
my goodness.
it still works. I'm not gonna lie. I played the shit out of Star Wars Angry Birds.
I know.
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I did.
Guilty.
I even paid the extra money to get the Boba Fett missions.
I downloaded it, but I've never played it.
Just don't do it, man. It's
good for road trips.
Just say no. Just say no.
Say no to birds. Cool. Well, Mike, why don't you take the next one?
All right, I wrote down a few, and I'm going to actually go with one that I was going to throw out. Now, I do not have a name for this. I'd like for you guys to name it for me. And I was kind of trying to go on like a family drama sort of situation, which is kind of what the movies are. Like A Life Goes On. Do you remember Corky?
Corky.
So
I want to do it with her.
I want to do So I was trying to figure out a scenario, and I don't have a name for it, for a spinoff where a Jedi had mistakenly picked up the wrong child to bring to the Jedi Academy. So you have the Jedi, he picks up a child, the youngling, brings him to the Jedi Academy, and as they're trying to develop this child, it becomes obvious that you got the wrong kid. You got the wrong kid. However, due to some strange old edict that was misplaced amongst the Jedi records in the archive, they have no choice but to keep the child because his parents were killed shortly after the child was taken. Okay, so what's going to happen now is that they can't take the kid back. They're like, your kid's defective, we can't, it's not good. So what they do, time passes and the youngling is grown into kind of a doofus, and it's painfully obvious that the youngling is just, there's no kind of Jedi gift, to the point where he's doing more harm than good. And the Jedi struggle to find a place for him in the universe. The whole time, Master Windu is constantly trying to set up opportunities for the young to be put in danger and killed. And Palpatine loves it, and he insists that that he's an asset to the Order, and that he be sent to like high-level political disputes and such. And so Palpatine loves that he's there, and Windu's like, kill him. Windu's just like, end him. But Palpatine's like, no, like we need him to like handle the whole trade, Federation bullshit.
Holy crap, that's hilarious. You did it wrong too. I want to see that.
I mean, these ideas, like especially Mike's, they're awful, but they're so good that they're great. Like I actually want to see them. Oh.
I think that's a riot.
Thank you so much, but I really just want to like throw out the fact that I was a defective child. You know what I mean? So yeah. I'm not picking on anybody in particular. I'm just, in general, the wrong guy. This could be like a doofus. Like he could just be somebody who's like uncoordinated, but definitely not. He's got a very, very, very low, if any, midichlorians. So I'm not being insensitive. I'm just being nasty.
But that's where it's. But that's where it'll succeed. Is you'll get the market because so many people feel that they are in over their heads, or there's something wrong with them, and they're with all these other people who seem to know what's going on. And some people are told. I had a friend who was like pulled out of class and told like, I don't know what's going on. Now she's wicked smart, but she's like, I don't know what's going on here. But see, you seem to think you're better than us, but you're not. From like a teacher to a 10-year-old. So this is like, awesome. I think we need to write a pitch and really send it up the food chain.
It's a good one. I like it.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm glad you guys like it, but I really think that at the end he could sort of affirm, like talk to the underdog and show like, hey, through his misadventures, like very solid things come out, but all the while Windu wants him dead and Palpatine wants him like exalted.
You're right.
What would be really great is how it ends. Is the last episode is Order 66, and Palpatine is just like, no, he's cool.
Yeah. Actually, let him go.
Actually, the thing is that Order 66 happens, and then something happens so that he really ends up the apprentice to Palpatine.
He is the chosen one. He's the one who brings order to the Force.
Right.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
That's great. Oh man, that's really awesome. Well, my second one actually is, it's not like Mike's where it's Three's Company per se, but it's about one family. This is more of a family sitcom, kind of like along the lines of Roseanne.
Okay.
One family. Wow, I already have the elevator. One family, 2 daughters, 1 Sith, 1 Jedi. Title, and this can capture the teen market. This could be mid-morning Saturdays. Title is Sister Sithster.
I love it, dude. Oh, man.
Oh, that's so good.
Sister. Oh, the drama. She took my lightsaber. Yes, I did. And Force battles, force hair pulling.
Force hair pulling. She could be laying in her bed, like trying to like chronicle stuff into her holocron.
And like the Sith one, she's all gothy and emo, and like, no one understands me. Gah!
Oh, yeah. They're both trying to get the same hot boy.
Yeah.
You know? Oh yeah. Oh.
Oh, you know what? You could do it all as a as like a flashback story, so almost like not life goes on, but like Wonder Years, from the perspective of the Sithster, and she's all cut up and strange looking, but because when she was a teenager she was goth, she was a cutter. So way up in advance, she's like got all these weird like Darth Maul scars, you know?
Yeah.
Because she was a cutter,
and not because she was in fights or anything, just because she was a cutter.
She was a cutter because she's bummed. She needs to feel something.
That's right. That's all she feels is hate. Every now and then she needs to throw some pain with the hate. Little pain on your hate. Pain witch.
That's awesome.
I love that one too. They're all good. They're all really good.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Do you hear us, Hollywood? Do you hear us?
We're the idea man. Like even our bad ideas are good. Come on.
That's right. And our listeners, when you hear later, some of our listeners have some amazing ideas. So hang out for that.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Well, speaking of, we're pretty much done for today. So tune in tomorrow. We're gonna have 3 more lined up for you. Horrible Star Wars Spinoffs. Yes. Cool. Until tomorrow, kids. May the Force be with us.
Boom.